I was going to read a bunch of poems that are in the book, Contents Under Pressure. You know, you get something, you shake it and it's in the cap. All be careful about opening this because contents are under pressure, exactly. So, these are a bunch of short poems. I do not ask for applause between them. I'm just going to read stuff and hopefully they'll flow into each other, I guess. We'll see how that works. So, these are a bunch of poems I hope you enjoy. I had my own ring, but on days I'd forget to wear it. You had your own vows, but your memories seemed to fail you. You were foreign to me, a frightening foreign, an exciting foreign. Do I know your name? Do I care? Let me just take off my ring, I thought, and put it behind the frame on the dresser where I cannot see it tonight. I was only resigned to the thought. If I forgot myself with you, if I was lost with you, I would only remember again and soon find myself. If I had to, I'll put on the mask, I'll play the game, the facade, I'll do it. I'll go through the motions, I'll live with the lies, the fantasy world, just to spend my nights with you. You know, you actually do make me want to shout. And if I didn't know better, I'd say that I have the capacity to make you scream a little, too. You told me that you have good hands. I believed you, but I didn't realize how good they were until you showed me. You know, I'm not so bad myself. Show me how good you are again. Drench me in the finest furs, surround me in the rarest silks of the Orient. Rest me in the clouds. I don't care. I still contend that the finest feeling is laying with my head on your shoulder. The lust, her lips quiver anxiously. She wants desperately. The craving, the longing, the yearning is no longer contained. His eyes fixed in a trance-like state. The erotic fantasies, the passion, the obsession, his burning, torrid appetite is released. Her heart quickens as her breath becomes a pant. Sexual, sensual, she is ravenous with need. His hand moves, his anticipation climaxes, salacious, lecherous, his muscles tense with excitement. The Cyprian, lurid desires, the heat, the fire, they cannot hold back. He touches her. He threw her up against the wall. Her mind was spinning. After all this time, she never thought she'd have her arms around him again, save the embrace when they happened to be in the same city on business and were saying their cordial goodbyes at the airport. He kissed her. She instinctively pulled at his shirt. Two buttons bounced repeatedly on the hardwood floor and spun to a silent halt. He pulled her hair, pulling her head back. Her mouth opened naturally, slightly. She wrapped her arms around him, depending on his strength to keep her standing. He held her tighter, kissed her, knowing she needed this. Her emotions swelled, grew stronger, pulsed until she couldn't hold herself up any longer. She knew, after all these years, that he was the only one she could love wholly, the one she loved everything about, from the slope of his nose to the way he never knew the current events, to the way he worked too hard, to the way he loved too much. She knew this was everything. She knew this was life. She fell into his arms. Every once in a while, I see the same scene again. I lay in bed, a field of daffodils with you draped over me, folding over me, conforming to my body like a rustling curtain rippling in the breeze from an open window. I do not sleep. I couldn't. I would never want to. Our contours interlock, our limbs intertwine. Your breath rolls down my stomach like the breeze that brought you to me. I take your hand, and although you sleep, you seem to hold me with all the intensity you possess. And with each beat of your heart, with your heat, comes the cool night air in the wind, caressing me until the light from the morning sun awakens our silhouette. I've been self-destructive before, and you liked me then. Maybe I should go back to those days where it didn't matter who I was with. Why would it matter unless it was you? I wondered if you'd have the patience to wait for the ice cubes to melt. In time, they will. As you sat next to me, head hanging down, you swirled your cocktail glass. The ice cubes crashed with one another and beads of sweat dripped from the rim. All I could do was sit there, shoulders back, eyes fixed on the wall. I'm sorry. Did I give you too many ice cubes? You asked for them. Come on, boy. I want to see you come crawling back. Not because I want you here, but because I want to see you crawl. Why me? Why do I keep doing this to myself? Why do I keep coming back? I beg for attention, and I don't know how to stop it, and I don't know how to be alone. So I keep giving you one more chance to make it perfect, one more chance to save the damsel. But I'm not a damsel, and I'm not being rescued, and I'm not feeling any better, because even though I hate you now, I'll never let go. So you'll just have to run faster. I can't think of anything else. Like daggers, speeding, slicing the air. These thoughts race through my mind. I can't help but think of his stunning eyes, his sensitive touch, my weakness, how he's torn my life in two. Love seems so appealing. Love is the bottom of the deep end. Love is what makes the little kiddies walk to the edge of the diving board, take a deep breath, hold their little noses and close their eyes and just brace themselves and just jump in. But none of them stay under too long because they know, even at an early age, when enough is enough. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The heat, the fire, burning my skin, red, hot, stripping me, rendering me defenseless. Love has tendrils, long, fluid, arcing, curling, pulling, but under the water. I have slipped away one too many times, escaped the pull. Never strong enough to pull me in, were you? I keep searching for those endless arms to wrap themselves around me, to choke me, to kill me, until I rise yet again, gasping for air. We've put each other through hell, I know. We've tried each other's patience, we've goaded each other on, we've pissed each other off, we've jerked each other around. But I've noticed two things. One is that whenever you were unhappy, I turned on the charm. I tried to make your day, I tried to make you laugh. And the other thing I noticed is that you never did the same for me. The naivety is over. Now we must put our little toys away and stop playing house. This is the real thing, and I won't fool around anymore. Not with you. You threw around the words, "I love you," as if they were no more than water, as if you didn't really know their value. But this isn't a game, and when I get hurt, kissing it won't make it better. Look, over here, in my living room, you left an empty bottle of beer on the end table. The cap, too. And come here, follow me, over here, in the kitchen. Look here, see, you left some of your food in the pantry. A box of spaghetti, some canned tomatoes. And come here, in the bathroom. I know you probably won't notice this, but here, this towel, it smells like you. It smells like your shaving cream. Why did you have to go? Why does this have to seem so hard? Okay, look here. The remote for the television is at the arm of the chair where you always leave it. And the cocktail table is pushed forward on one side because you can never rest your feet comfortably on it. Everywhere I look around me, I see something that you affected. I look in the kitchen. I look in the dining room. I look in the mirror. Why did you do this to me? Why couldn't you have made a clean break? There's still some of your messages scribbled on scraps of paper next to the phone in the kitchen. And look, this pillow on the couch is bunched up because you can never get comfortable with it. And over here, the phone books are still out in the kitchen counter. You can never put them away, and here they are, still sitting out. I'll have to put them back in the cabinet. And look here, why do I still have all of these love letters stuffed into drawers under my desk? When you left me, why did you have to leave me all these reminders? I bet you think a box of candy is all you need to make things better. And still you see I need to lose some weight. Sure, feed me candy. Okay. I love apology candy as much as I love sorry flowers. And people at the office think I must be a great girlfriend because I get flowers at the office. But then I tell them that they are sorry flowers, and that the worst kind of flowers are sorry flowers because they'd rather have no flowers if it meant that you two were happy all the time. And when you say that, no one understands what you're talking about. And neither do you. So, goodbye.